girl Malaya J, and we're back with another episode of Wind Down Wednesday. As you can see, I have two very, very special guests. One who y'all know, and another one who is brand new to the show.
Hey, y'all.
Introduce yourselves.
Hey, gosh.
Well, my name is Latasha Marie. A lot of you know me by Latasha Marie. I also go by Yan. Experience by Yan is my company. We just create luxury events throughout the city. Our next one is July 23rd at the Westin Overlook. It's a pink picnic. It's a vibe. So, yeah.
Yes, we lit.
Tell them the theme.
Well, the theme is vintage. We're doing a vintage theme. So, comment pink, neutral, white. And, yeah, we're going to have a good time. Games, vendors, music, and all of that there.
Period.
Love that.
You going?
Introduce yourself, honey.
You going?
Where's the big picnic?
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna be there.
Vintage
Vintage that, pink that.
The one and the only misbehave. I'm Shakelle, aka Kelly Ann.
Kelly Ann.
Y'all
Y'all, we're giving 3LW. It's giving 3LW. What you say, N? Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple of girly topics because I got the girlies. Oh, it's the aunties.
It's the rich aunties.
We got the auntie gang on the cam. What's that, aunties?
I'm a mother.
I'm a mother. Okay, but you're going to be an auntie
I am. One day.
to our children.
It is.
God bless you.
What'd you say, All right, so first of all, hold on. Before we get into any topics,
Yeah,
let's
I was
crack
waiting.
this
What we
first
got?
one.
What we drinking on?
I'm a little thirsty. Hold on, let me open this up. So, the first one that we're gonna crack today is Blue Nun. I've had this before once. I think it's like a little bit sweet. I don't remember. I'm not really into like light or sweet wines, but it's pretty good.
Who's it about?
It'll get the job done.
Who is it by? I don't know. It was only made in 2021, so this is a new. She's new. She's young and hot. But where's she from? It's not telling me if she's Italian or what kind of girl she is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna figure it out.
We
Blue
will find out
Nun.
and see.
She's only 2 years old. She's young and hot, and she's sweet. We're gonna listen, girls. We're gonna be good, okay? We're gonna start off light,
That's a shame. She gotta tell us when we be good.
Because you know how we get.
especially when it's
Watch
all
the drip,
of
watch
it.
the drip.
I know you see
know
that.
how we get.
Watch the drink. Watch the drink. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers to the drink. Period.
Swear. We be like, we're not gonna get drunk. Link up, we be like,
It's decent.
Girl, wake up, hurt, and beat up.
Aunties, for real. It's decent. Yeah, it's not bad.
It is. It's really, really like subtle. It's not too much of anything. So cheers to. I don't know what episode this is gonna be because I'm like pretty far ahead. Look, cheers to that.
Okay.
Cheers to that being ahead because y'all know
I
how
love
that.
that.
We all know how that.
I think it's really important to be consistent, especially in Pittsburgh. Like,
No.
it's hard to do that. So
It is hard. It's really hard because you can't be like worried about other people's reaction. You really got to do it for you. But that's with anything. You got to do it for you. And I feel like the more you start doing it for you and fall in love with it, the more you know.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
So cheers to doing it to you. Look, doing it for you. I said cheers to doing it to you. Cheers to doing it for you. Okay, so our first topic was we were going to talk about friendship dynamic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about friendship dynamic. First of all, I want to bring this one in because I got a little cute something.
Okay.
What you got to say? Tell me.
So I got a little cute.
Tell me.
I'm about to link it, but
Tell me, like, just
you want to know?
tell me.
You want to hear it? First of all, you kind of reminded me with that ring real quick. She gave me a little I said, oh, what's dancing in my
I
eyes?
swear, she look at it for a second, like, what's that?
Dancing in my eyes. at friendship different. That's why I wanted to talk about friendship.
I agree.
Because I used to feel like, I wish I was still friends with the girls that I went to elementary school with, but
Oh, you know me. I was a new friends type of girl.
yes.
I was like, don't. And then you fall out with your girls that you've been cool with for years, and you're like, Lord, don't introduce me to another female.
Yes. Or life just takes y'all different places. Like that was always me. I always been like a loner that's cool with everybody type time. Like I never really been a part of a friend group. Like I got my little friend. Like I had my best friend, but it's like that's it.
Right.
And I would kind of look at myself like, how come I don't got no friend group? But as you know, life puts you where you need to be and puts you with who you need to be with.
Right.
And I feel like that's how we got together. So I wanted to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Nah, bro, that's really how it was for me too. I think because like I have best friends. I have best friends that I've been friends with for like 10 years, but they're not on the same. Like they don't like social media. They like raising their family off the grid, and I respect that. But I'm on the same. Like I'm very present with like my business stuff like that. So it was hard for me to be out here like by myself. Granted, I have my sister. She's also my best friend. She's on the scene as well too. But my sister is my older sister, so I had to really like be real with myself and pray about that. Like God, send me people my age who are in the same transition season as I am, and also are business savvy, like stuff like that. So I really had to get like intentional, very, 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 very particular. But I was like, look,
You can't just
send me some baddies, send me some girls that are about their business, that like the trail that ain't broke. Like that's something, but God wanna know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is what I need in this season, because if I'm this person, I need that person too. Like it's easy to be that friend to everybody else, but it's like, well, what about you? Like, so I was like, I don't want that. I don't want people I have to fill up. Like, it's like I want it to be an even balance. Somebody I can learn from, I can teach them some things, and it just be that. And jealousy and animosity, we really just get into bed. So when I went to the Freedom Experience, I didn't really have no intention on being friends. I'm being real. Like honestly, I didn't even know that y'all were a part of it. Like I just, kind of was introduced to it on some like, hey, we need your, your expertise in whatever you do. Come see what it is. Come with the team. So I'm with the team. I'm like, okay.
That's
like,
like,
I can recognize these familiar faces.
Right.
And then outside of that, we kind of just was like, we built our own type of friendship. So I'm just grateful.
It really did just happen.
It was
very
very organic. Very organic.
Shout
I
out
was
to
like,
the
that ain't nothing but God, because I don't be out here
Yeah.
making friends like that. I just be like, look, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I don't really be searching for girls to be
I
friends.
didn't think it would happen.
Me either.
It definitely just happened.
I think because we didn't like, it wasn't
It
our
wasn't forced,
intention.
yeah.
Like it wasn't like we were like, oh look, other girls, we can be friends outside of this. Like it wasn't one of them. We just happened to click. I don't even know how we ended up.
I know how. Because there was a meeting y'all missed, and I called myself. Yes.
I said, yeah.
Y'all missed the meeting, and I didn't get the memo. So I was confronting y'all about not coming to the meeting. And I knew of Tosh, but I didn't know her that well. And I felt like I could cuss Lay out. So I gave it to her. And then I told her, like, Tosh wasn't here either. She don't know we friends yet. But
Right.
that's how it happened.
She said exactly that. She said she don't know we friends yet, but I swear I'm cracking up.
But she didn't tell me either that she wasn't here.
What she said? Because y'all ain't allowed to not come without me.
Didn't need a memo. One band, one sound.
One band, one sound. Then you started. I think you had started like the girls group message.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
From the Freedom Experience.
With
And it
all
just
the girls in it.
yeah.
And then, like, I don't know, it kind of like drifted.
Yeah, it just so happened that we was the ones always talking and responding, and we actually did like the Bible study together.
The Bible study, we took a trip up to like
Yes, y'all. First of all, let me tell you about my birthday.
It started with the birthday. That's how it started.
That's how it really
Yeah,
started.
yeah,
It started with the birthday. We was like, we could grow with each other. Yeah.
It was cute. This
Yeah.
stop. I took my mom.
Or something like that.
It was like 3 days. It was the same week.
Yeah.
It was the same week. I went back the same week with my mom. I had to show my mom.
Yeah, that's cute.
But no, so they took me to brunch at Ritual. And Shaquille was surprised with a cake.
Swear.
And we came in and Tasha sitting there with some balloons and stuff. And I was
So cute.
so it was just a cute little girly experience. You know, we took such nice pictures. Like, I started making it sound real, what is it?
And then we went to your house. And
Yeah.
we went to that little house
Yeah.
party.
No, that's
really excited.
what set it off. I feel like when we went to the crib, we was really like it. We was like, okay, cool.
It got personal, you know.
Yeah.
We weren't outside. We were comfortable. We were in your house. You know, we
Mhm.
started talking, got to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah, we got a little ratchet.
We made some TikToks.
I'm cracking up, and then we ended up going to Eon, and we really had a ball. Like, and I feel like when you can go like outside and drink, you know, kind of be like outside of your element with people and still trust them and be comfortable. Like, I didn't have to turn my head or just feel weird or
Right.
nothing like that. I just felt super athletic and comfortable. So I just felt like it was literally organic. Like it just, boop, it just happened.
And that's how I felt about Tosh. Like after you had went home and me and Tosh went other places, she literally didn't leave my side. So I was like, I could definitely rock with her. Like,
Yeah.
that's solid.
Yeah. And then we was like, we just decided we left it here and we just stayed.
And the trip was another factor for me because you know you can't take a trip with everybody.
I know,
We
especially
didn't argue
road
about
trip.
race about nothing. Like
When we do argue, it's about the bill. So I was like, yeah, I love them. This is
that's the only thing we argue about. But we don't argue about
Right.
who don't have money.
Right.
We argue about who's
Who's
gonna
paying for the bill.
bill. Everybody want to pay for the bill.
Yeah, like we just be, I don't know, I feel like we treat each other well, but I feel like really what made it this way is like just the journey that we took to get here.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we kind of all went on some kind of spiritual journey and like healing. What's that? Did y'all hear that?
Oh, yeah, but
That scared me. I'm sorry. But I feel like we all just like went on a spiritual healing kind of journey, and you know really found a relationship with God, and it just led us to the same place at the same time. And then you know we just smashed, like we just gelled, like we're equally yoked.
Yeah.
I love that for us.
I love it.
Yeah.
definitely do. Cheers to that.
Amen.
Definitely cheers to that because I'm getting empty. I'm running
Yeah.
dry.
She do be saying we be babysitting.
Ooh,
Love you.
Oh,
y'all ain't gonna give me
I
some.
ain't gonna promise.
He's like, I'm gonna give you
Y'all ain't gonna do that to me. Were you seeing that the whole time in the camera?
I was trying to wait for a good little break. Y'all was
Sorry.
Why did you close the beginning when you messed us up the first time with the
You should have been
noise?
like,
You good
man,
now.
cut. What you say? Y'all was diving.
yeah, I didn't want to run it.
Damn, I remember I seen that.
You did say that. You said that.
And I forgot. That's crazy.
Yeah, this one little knot is driving me
Ooh,
crazy.
what?
I know I've been getting probably gonna be crossed out in the camera following it.
How can we get it out?
Cause I want to hit it, but I don't want to blow it up.
Like, make it hot.
Ooh. I poured like that. It was like glug, glug, glug.
Friendship dynamic. Was we done with that topic?
I think so. I feel like it could lead us into our next one, which was what, insecurities? Or,
Yeah, I feel like
women support. Women support.
yeah, it
women
could.
and
It
insecurities.
could. Yeah, women support. It could. Yes, to that.
Because we could talk about how, you know, we all run businesses and we support each other.
And just deeper than that, like how like
The
I was
lack
saying
of
before,
support.
how we all come from like different backgrounds and we're able to like we don't try to fill voids.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't try to fill voids.
Can we do that? Can we show like personal?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we still on?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta introduce y'all to the Line Down Wednesday game. It's new.
Okay.
Not her bad regional like.
I'm cracking so weird. It's not bad. It's just fun fact. No, I guess what else is good. It's fun
Okay,
fact.
let's do it.
So, you know, in between, whenever I feel like things get a little dull, I'll just yell out fun fact and we'll give a fun fact.
Okay.
Y'all can do it to me too, I guess. Well, no, because I'm this.
Right.
So, like, so
What? I'm gonna get it.
just anything random, like just a random fun fact. Like, I'll be like, okay, fun fact, Tosh, and then Tosh gotta tell us a fun fact.
Okay.
And I guess in fact, if we could piggyback, you know, I'll give a little fun fact or something. No, but okay. So before we play fun facts, let's at least set the foundation. Tell us a little bit about you, like something personal about you, Tosh, and then we'll do you, and then we'll get into you. You know, y'all kind of make me old.
They already think they did all that.
But they don't.
Fun fact.
Right,
They don't.
fun fact. Something personal. Okay, so I'll talk about, I guess I'll talk about like kind of why I am where I am right now. So when I was younger, I always dealt with like, I guess it's like, what's the word? Like self-sabotage. Like I was really like my own enemy, like really in a way. So, and I think having an older sister who was so much in the limelight, that kind of like added to the fuel. Like that was just like, it was easy for me to become her shadow because she's like, that's my older sister. You know, she has this group of friends or other ladies, so they already established like who they were in the city. So by the time I was older and able to like, you know, have my own identity, it was hard to get out of like, oh, you're Tia's little sister. It's like, you know, so I had to really like do this self work and to really like see who I was as an individual and not just Tia's little sister, because I feel like throughout my whole entire like life until I was like maybe 17, maybe I was like Tia's little sister. That's what I started identifying myself as. So it didn't take me to that point. I was just like, all right, you gotta let people know that you're more than Tia's little sister. Like, you know what I mean? Granted, you're grateful for that role because you love your sister, but you are your own person. So, you know, I think that was something that I battled with so bad that it caused me to just like, you know, just run away from opportunities, run away from just like, you know, just really put myself on the front line. So then I created Experience by Yin because I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do it, I wanna do it in a way that makes sense for me. So I'm gonna utilize my talents and turn my pain into purpose. So it's like, I know that I'm not the only person who deals with this, you know, who can't like, you know, get out of these shadows and get out of these self-sabotaging, you know, situations. So I'm gonna create Experience by Yan for, you know, for safe spaces so people like me can have somewhere to just be themselves. So Yan is like my childhood nickname. So I'm just like, all right, I want to tap back into the root, like the, you know, the source. Like, let me go back and heal her so that I can really like do my big one as my adult self. So, you know, that was just like a really, really, really big, I guess, journey and process, and really like the transition from me just being like, you know, Tia's little sister to like, oh, I'm that girl. So then I started like, you know, realizing like who I was as a person and really tapping into that energy and that frequency. It's just like, yeah, no, they can't tell me nothing. I needed to go through that because it was just like, you know, I was literally my own enemy for so long, and I was just like, if you want to do what you're supposed to be here and do and live out your God-given purpose, you gotta get out of this mindset. Like, you gotta like fix it, like, you know. So doing the self-care and doing the healing process and all of those things was really like imperative in my journey.
Yes. That's good. I
Yeah.
feel like that's where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
Doing that self-work to get out of my head and really start walking in my purpose and being who God called me to be.
Literally that.
Yeah, agree. So how you feel like you got there? What like made you feel like, okay, enough is enough? Let me really.
I know, like, I know I'm pressure for real, you know, and I do be in my own way, you know. I'm not shy, but y'all know me. It takes a lot for me to speak. It takes a lot for me to talk. And I be having stuff to say, you know what I'm saying? And until I get out my own way so that I can articulate myself in these ways to help other people, that's just what it's gonna be, you know?
Yeah. So what do you feel like it is that keeps you in your own way? Like, is it like an overthinking thing, or like what actually is it? Or you haven't figured it out completely?
I know exactly what it is.
Well, what?
Are you trying to find
Do
that?
share.
Are you trying to find that?
Do share.
Are you trying to find that? I just try to be cautious with what I say and how I say it.
That makes sense because I feel like, you know, like not sharing too much of like what you share to us, but like people kind of use that against you.
Right.
So you're like,
everything I say and do is used against me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people don't perceive it properly or the right way. We all perceive things differently. You know what I'm saying? We can only see things as far as our vision is going to allow us to see it. So, I try to be cautious with a lot of things that I do and say, especially when it's on camera. It's been documented. It's been put out there. But one thing about me is I'm super transparent, you know, and I'm going to always be honest, whether somebody likes it or not.
Correct.
That's just what it is.
So this basically like the fear being misunderstood, or not even fear, but like trying. Well, yeah, I guess that is a fear, kind of like the fear of being misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that because, I mean, to relate to what both of y'all said, I feel like growing up, I was always real, like, good girl. You know what I mean? Like, my mom, she was very strict. Like, she wasn't mean, but she was, like, really strict. Like, she was no nonsense. So I always kind of lived in the, I guess, in, like, the light that she seen me in.
Right.
Like, she seen me like this, like, just a perfect girl, you know. Going to school, doing this, doing that. I know you're going to be like this when you get older, and I really wanted to fulfill her vision, you know what I mean? But like you said, when you get to a certain age, you realize, like, hold up, this ain't adding up with how I actually feel. Like, you start having your own little identity and feeling like, I actually want to be like this. I'm not into this, you know what I mean? So I started kind of like rebelling, like not being bad or nothing, but just trying to figure out what I wanted. So I was just doing the opposite of, you know, what I felt like everybody expected of me. But it still led to me not really being me. I'm like, all right, at this point, I'm just being rebellious. So what do I actually want to do? What am I actually giving? You know what I mean? And then boom, I ended up isolated and figuring out who I was. I mean, I was an only child for 7 years too before I had a little brother, and then I had a little brother. So I never had to share. I never had to. I kind of lived my life isolated. So I was always my own best friend. So doing that work, excuse me, doing the isolation process wasn't hard for me because I was used to being alone, but I started using that time to like dig deeper into myself and like, you know, create a relationship with myself and with whatever I was trying to figure out, like, oh, what exactly is this higher power, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where it started. And then
That's a blessing and a curse, because I love, like, my parents weren't around. They were, my mother was around until she wasn't. When she wasn't, it was like real bad, because like, I was by myself, and I enjoyed being by myself so much that I would purposely push people away.
Right.
And I still find myself doing that to this day. Like, I would like test people to see like what they say. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a blessing and a curse being like isolated like that. With yourself, your own company. You know?
Yeah. Because it gets you stuck in your own way. Like, I know for me, I realized, it took for me to be in a relationship, like a long-term relationship, to realize, like, oh shit, I'm kind of selfish. Like, I'm stuck in my own way, and not like selfish to the point of like, I don't care about other people or how they feel, but I'm used to not sharing. Like, the person that I was with, he come from a family of 7 siblings in a household. I came from having one little brother that's 7 years beneath me, you know? So it's just like, we couldn't relate at all. I'm used to having my space, he's used to being crowded. I'm used to not sharing, he's used to sharing. He wanted to touch my stuff. I'm like, don't touch my stuff, leave it how I put it. I'm just stuck in my way. To the point, we were driving each other crazy for little stupid stuff just because we couldn't relate. And I'm like, dang, I'm too used to my own space, and I have to kind of get out of this.
That's how you learn and grow the relationships. That's how you learn to grow friendships. You know, platonic relationships. That's definitely how you learn to grow, because you'll see it for yourself. Like, I'm really the problem, and it'll be something minor like that. I'm really the problem, and then you'll start working on it. You know. So, like I said, it's definitely a blessing and a curse.
Like, you try to be more intentional and even more transparent, because like, I never got used to really being myself in front of everybody. Like, I'm used to being comfortable with me, and then when people come around, I'm like quiet. I'll kind of fade out. I'll dim my light. I don't want to speak too much because I don't want to be misunderstood. I don't want to rub people the wrong way. I don't want to show how smart I am, because when you do, sometimes that makes people, you know, kind of push you away. And I didn't like that, so I just learned how to be like real in the room, pretty quiet. That's it.
Just plain neutral. Like, plain neutral all your life, and it's just like, oh, no.
That's horrible.
You can't play neutral. You either, especially when you like a warrior, like a spiritual warrior, God has a specific like assignment for you. He's just like, I'm gonna need you to get your arm and get on that front line.
But then you even gotta learn the balance of that. You know what I mean? Because then it can be like, all right, I'm tired of shutting up. Now I'm talking. Now I'm talking. Now I'm getting on my focus nerves. Now I'm running people the wrong way because I've been quiet for so long. Now I'm just like overly, you know, going crazy. But then you finally find that peace where it's like, okay.
The happy medium.
Swear. Because I still feel like less is very much more, and I'd rather say less. Yes, like that's really like my thing. That's really like my aesthetic and how I feel. Like less is really more. And the older I get, the less I want to share. And it's just like, I don't know why it's like that, but I know that it's just like a protective mechanism. I'm really just like,
Exactly, because I just personally feel like people don't be deserving of it.
Yeah,
Especially like
yeah.
coming from where I come
Heavy
from,
on
like
that.
y'all are not deserving of my authenticity. Y'all are not deserving of my transparency.
Yeah.
Y'all are not deserving of my process. And you know what I'm saying? But then you really never know who you're motivating.
Yeah.
You really never know like who's really watching you, and you know what I'm saying? Who you keep going from like from the back. You know, I went through like a super severe situation. I was very public, and I had people like messaging me from like accounts that weren't active. Like there were Instagram accounts where no pictures on them. And they were like, hey, I'm not a fake page, but I just want to let you know that I come on here and see you every day, and you're so motivating, and don't let this stop you from, you know what I'm saying? Like so many messages were flooding like that. I'm just all like, oh, like the girl is really be rooting for me.
Yeah.
You know?
People really, like, as much as people like pray against you, people really do pray for you. So it's like, you just gotta really just like know that it comes with it.
Right.
Like, the hits really is gonna come with
Right.
love. But you gotta remember, like, no matter what, I'm gonna just leave with love and then
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. And that's just
You
where
gotta
I've
take
been.
care of that.
That's where I've been. Like I'm gonna be super transparent about everything, and whatever flows, I'm gonna let it flow, and whatever goes, I'm gonna let it go.
And I like that because when you first started saying that, I was assuming you were about to say like hate mail, like people were coming at you and saying mean
Girl,
stuff. And,
one guy.
huh.
One guy.
See, but that shows like I feel like that's a joke because that just really shows what you actually put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because that situation could have went that way. Like people could have been hitting you up on some hateful stuff, but it's like they were sending
They
you
were
love because
literally
they seen.
pouring into me. And it wasn't just like pages like that. It was people that we know that be on social media all the time, like pouring into me, like, you know, don't let this stop you. You know, people fuck up. You know, like players fuck up. People make mistakes all the time. Like it was cool. It was weird. I was like, alright, period. Because I just want to let it roll off my shoulders and look married. Anyway.
What they say, retaliate to anything?
Yeah, cheers to that.
Yes. Cheers to the demon love.
Love that.
But you ready to stop it? It looks like you're ready to stop it.
Keep going. I'm curious as to when exactly it stops. Keep going.
Okay. So I feel like that leads into our next few topics, which is like just women supporting women and insecurities. Like based on the stuff that we go through as women or as people, let's just say as people, I feel like that is what builds up our wall of insecurities. You know what I mean? Like how you said, being in your sister's shadow. People using your life against you, like the stuff that they think they know about you against you, and like me wanting not to disappoint, trying to be a people pleaser.
Right.
I feel like that's what builds up insecurities because it's like, all right, so if I actually don't want to do that, or if I'm not following within these lines, like, am I wrong?
Right.
Is something wrong with me? Like, am I, you know what I mean? And it makes you kind of want to be quiet and not do too much because you don't want people judging you. Like, then you start doing stuff and you get people so used to you pleasing them and so used to this character that you don't put out all this time, and now you're being, you know, people's like, oh, you changed, and it's like, no, I'm just being,
Setting boundaries.
yeah, I'm just being honest now too. Like I'm just being more transparent, I'm being more me.
And they always expect that of you, like your own behavior.
Yeah.
That's just who she is. That's what she's gonna be.
Yes. Yes. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is like I'm real soft spoken and just like kind of chill. I love the peace, like I like to mediate, you know what I mean? I'm not confrontational, but I welcome it, but I'm not confrontational. So I feel like being that I'm that way and I'm so like chill and soft and giggly and all that, whenever I'm being normal, like just being a regular adult and talking to somebody with my regular tone, they think that I'm mad.
Yeah.
They think that I'm mad, or they think something's wrong, or they're like, oh, that must really bother you, or oh, you're being mean, and it's like, I'm being regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, now I gotta play all day long.
Yeah.
Like, how y'all ever gonna take me serious? Like, I'm a businesswoman and everything, so it's like, I carry my personality into my business as well. But then when I'm kind of like, all right, well, I see how you're taking me because, you know, I'm trash, so like, so let me just, you know, kind of
Right.
show you that I'm growing. You know what I mean? And I'm really doing business, and people's like, I don't know, attitude. Like, no, nigga, I'm just being grown. Like,
I think I always play.
Yeah.
I think I
I think you play when it's, I think that's like a defense mechanism.
me always play, girl, because
But I think that's also
relationships, or just will kill a whole vibe because they're taking life way too serious. And it's like, this could have been avoided. We could have laughed it off, agreed to disagree, but
it's took me a while to get there. Though. I wasn't always like that. I used to let the littlest thing. I'm telling y'all, like my spiritual journey led me to that peace that I have. When everything goes wrong, I just be so at peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we talked about it on the last episode I came from, but I remember like the day of my wedding, everything went wrong. Hair appointment got canceled the day before, which led to my nail appointment getting canceled. What else happened? I had to switch venues. It was just, everything was wrong. The only thing that was like, that fell in line was my makeup artist. You know, shout out to her. Like, she was the only thing that was on time. Nothing changed with her. Everything was wrong. And I remember sitting in a chair. One of my bridesmaids had gave me their appointment, their hair appointment, because mine got canceled. And I remember sitting in a chair the day of my wedding, and my hairdresser was like, I'm surprised you're not freaking out. I said, why?
yeah, because what's that gonna solve?
The day still gotta go on. I'm gonna get myself worked up, angry, crying, just to still walk down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? So we just going, but however it play out, it's just going good. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
That's,
took a while for me to get there.
I feel like that peace comes from like faith too. Like once you not only gain like a stronger personal relationship with yourself, but also a personal relationship with your God. You know what I mean? I feel like that gives you like that faith to where you're like, okay, there's some stuff I can control and there's some stuff that I can't. Cause bruh, I came from being a control freak.
Yes.
Like when I tell you, I used to plan my days hour by hour.
Right. When they didn't fall in order, you would just
bothered.
And
And that's ridiculous because guess what? There's no way, unless you're like a psychic or something, and you can wake up and be like, all right. Like you're not gonna know. You know, something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna call you and be like, yo, you know, this is going on, or you might sit in traffic. Like something is gonna happen that has nothing to do with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you let that control you and just get you bent out of shape, I feel like that's foolish.
yeah.
You know, but I mean, I had to get there because
Yes, I'm grateful I'm there. Because I'm too old to be lashing out like that. Like, it's
Girl.
trying to attention to shit.
It just takes up so much energy.
Yes. And then once you calm down and get to doing whatever you was doing, you be like, it wasn't even that.
Because most of the time, 9 times out of 10, stuff really don't be that deep.
It don't be that real.
It don't be that deep.
That was like the day we went to Ohio and everything was going wrong again.
Swear.
And I'm like, I'm talking to myself like, I'm gonna just calm down. Because we were supposed to leave by, what, was it like 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
And we didn't get on the road till like, what, 12?
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? That's when I started making jokes. I did start making jokes because like, what the hell?
And everything's still been perfect.
Yes, and we still enjoyed ourselves, yes.
We ain't caught no traffic and nothing. Everything ran smooth.
So had I caught an attitude and lashed out, by the time we got there, I would have been like, y'all, that was an extra. Y'all would have been looking at me like, this bitch is crazy.
Or the vibe could have been messed up. Like, you know, oh, I can't stand this.
Because energy's very transferable. So we would have picked up, like, you know.
Yes.
I ain't taking another person, bitch.
If we're in a car,
Yes.
we would have been all in our life.
Thank God for growth. Thank God for growth.
For real.
Because I really used to be like that. Ooh, my attitude used to.
We all came from it. Well, we all did. We got better.
Yes.
We good.
Thank God for
Yes.
growth. Yes.
Next.
I was toxic.
She said I was toxic.
I was.
Stop.
I'm not sure I'm still
Tell
in.
me.
I was some girls who just, I ain't care about nothing. Especially after my brother died, I was like, I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. I don't care about none of that. Like, so I was really just out here just like, lashing.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is not healthy. You're gonna self-destruct. Like, you're gonna have to sit it down and figure it out. Like, because this ain't gonna help you.
I still self-destruct. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact, I still do, but when I do it, I self-isolate also. Like, y'all won't hear from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all won't know what I'm doing. I won't be posting. You know, I self-destruct however I choose to self-destruct. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel like I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get out of the habit of doing that. I want to choose healthier options of getting through what I'm going through.
I would want to say I think it's just that, like, finding options. Like, for me personally, I would isolate. Like, there would be times where I would be, girl, I'll be in a public place though. Like, say I'm in, like, you know, here and we're having an event or something like that. If I get super overwhelmed or just like, it could be not even about this.
Yeah.
Like, it could just be something that'll trigger me and it'll make me me like feel a certain way about something that I already done went through earlier in the day or the week or something, I'll go in the bathroom and have a whole fucking meltdown, just tantrum, get my shit together, get in the mirror, spruce back up, and come out like nothing happened. That's real toxic. But I got better at that. I don't do that lately.
You probably just haven't found a way to just,
You know,
yeah,
express it.
yeah.
I have now.
That's
I feel like just praying more, like just praying and releasing. So like something that I learned and recently was how good it feels to just talk to God transparent.
Yes.
Because the stuff that you're afraid to say to
Yes.
another human because they can judge you and can use it against you, God will not. So it's like, all right, I can say this out loud without feeling, and it's still kind of shaky, ain't that funny? Like even though it's not nobody sitting in front of you like making faces or judging you or nothing, it's still kind of like, oh, okay, do I really even want to claim that? Do I want to own that? Like, do I really want to say it? And then you just say it like, all right, even if I'm not going to say I am this, sometimes I feel like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just a release. I feel like it's the same thing that people get when they go to therapy, like not feeling judged, but being able to say and tell the truth. Like, I do that with God.
Yes.
I'll sit in my car or something, or in the
And I
bed at
feel
night.
like that's more effective because
It
I
is.
found back, so when I was going to therapy, this was before I really started like reading the Bible and stuff like that. When I was going to therapy, I thought therapy was going to be everything for me. I thought that I was going to get like super healed and super over things, and it was going to be the end all be all.
Yeah.
No, I really didn't start healing properly until I started reading the Bible and until I started building my relationship with God. That's when I really started healing, and I was just like what? I didn't even need therapy. All I needed was God.
Oh, yes.
That's God, and then you'll find freedom.
Cause it's like talking to your mom or something. Like, you know how your mom, or like depending on your relationships, you know what I mean? You know how your parents will be the people who you trust first. And like depending on how that relationship goes, they could be the first people to break your heart or the people that you trust for the rest of your life. And it's like if you're always gonna come to a point where it's like, I don't even trust telling this to my mom. Because I don't want the judgment and I don't want her, I don't want to hear nothing back. I just need to vent, I just need to say it. And God is the perfect person for that.
Perfect person.
Like, it's crazy, girl. It got to the point every day going to work. I used to drive 40 minutes to work and I was talking to God the whole 40 minutes in the car, just spilling it. And my
Letting
days,
it out.
man,
Letting it out.
So much better.
my days got so much better because you're not like walking around carrying all that weight.
Yeah.
You know, and you know that it's somebody who's actually going to guide you. Like, and then when you see it actually working and like seeing like what you're saying out loud manifesting and seeing like these chains being broken, bruh, that is the craziest feeling.
like,
I've
you
ever
need
experienced.
Yes. Did it happen today? When I was sending those things to the group? And it was, what did you say? What, oh, that's not you.
You can hear me. I don't know. I always have the
We
moment.
always have the moments where we speak something into existence and then all the signs be right there and we be like, yes.
It be
Man.
I just be like, thank you, Holy Spirit.
That's why nobody can tell me nothing. Like nobody can tell me nothing. Like, and I respect people's opinions and how they feel if they are not, believing in God or whatever the case is. Like I get it. I feel you. I've been there. You know what I mean? So I can't judge or feel no type of way or anything like that. But what you ain't gonna tell me is that my conversation's going to hurt.
You can't tell me. I have too many testimonies, too many, like, so much proof. Like, there is no way. And I know half of the shit I've been through, only God can get me out of that. Because I was, like, so it's like, you can't, come on now. So yeah, that's why we was talking about that earlier, how it's just like, how it's so important not to really like dwell on the Bible, like, read it for your own, your own understanding, yes. But having a relationship with God, having that one-on-one, that's imperative. That's all that matters.
Because without that, you can read the Bible over and over and over and you're not going to get it. Like, there's times where I'll literally, like, I lie to you not, I'm not being dramatic. I'll read I'll read some scripture or whatever, and I'll have absolutely no idea what it just said to me. I'm like, I cannot comprehend this, like, what's going on? But for some reason, I'll be so determined to get it. So I'll just stop and say a little prayer and be like, look, I need that Holy Spirit real quick. Like, I need that Holy Spirit. Yeah, because I need to understand. And I'll take a little break, say that prayer, and then I'll go back and read it. And when I tell y'all, it'd be like somebody interpreted it or something, like literally went from one language to there is no such go to Sunday school every week and read and have a teacher tell you a Bible study and do this and do that. Like, it's really just a spirit. And I feel like once you tap into that, everything you read, everything you see, every conversation you have, all the stuff you run into, yeah, it's going to be revelation and confirmation.
Yes.
Open your
Confirmation
eyes.
after confirmation.
Yes.
Because we're running into more people that are like that, more people that are important to, more people
Yes.
that learn from. Like, it's definitely a very cool experience.
Yes, it's amazing. And it's like, it's surreal almost because I've been, like you probably could never look at me and tell like the bottom of the bottom that I've been. You know what I mean? Like there's times where I was literally just losing every single thing, just everything. Like sleeping in my car, all types of stuff, lost my boyfriend, like the worst feelings that I've ever had in my whole entire life, literally. And the only thing that got me through that was that relationship. To not feel alone, to know that I'm gonna be good. Like, all right, it's cool. I know I'm gonna be good. And it takes them really, really hard hits so that you can see how weak your flesh can really be. Because man, feeling that grief pain, like that sudden death pain, is different. It's different. I ain't never felt nothing like that before. To the point, like literally feel like your body's dying type pain. You know what I mean? And then I pray like, I need please some strength, something. I need some type of help, and instantly will feel like sedated and just be able to go to sleep so that you're not in that pain at the moment. It's just weird. It's crazy.
It's really a supernatural grace. It's like if you know, like you only want to be in a relationship with God. It's like because I used to listen to podcasts, see people share testimonies prior to like me doing my own, healing and reconnecting and stuff like that, and I was just like. Okay, but this is when I was like practicing crystals and saging. So I'm just like, okay. And then I started getting into my own stuff. And I was like, oh, that shit went into it. Because it's like, girl, you don't need.
I texted one day. I was at work reading about one. I'm just doing all my research because everything is in the Bible. Everything is in the Bible.
Everything
is everything's in the Bible. I was at work doing my research. I texted him like, babe, go throw crystals away right now. He said, what's wrong with you?
ASAP. I was like, oh, yeah.
Immediately.
Oh, and I was possessed. When I tell you, I was obsessed.
And it wasn't like so I had crystals and stuff like that, and I did do the little sage thing, but it stunk so bad that I couldn't really stick with it.
Yeah.
But me, it was my zodiac sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was obsessed with my
me
zodiac
too.
sign. Oh, you couldn't tell me I was a Sagittarius.
Loving it. Loving it for me.
What's your birthday? Like, no, that's not going to save you, love.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was so ganged up with Gemini. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's still hard for me to just say.
No, for real. But
Let it go,
you understand that, like,
Let it go, because you already know how us Sagittarius feel about y'all Gemini. So just let it go.
Girl, please.
Look, listen, this right here, this dynamic isn't a Sagittarius Gemini thing. This is about the grace of God.
How about I've never run into anybody that like literally hated my gut. As much as people talk about Gemini and Gemini, that everybody loves the kid.
Yeah. Because
Everybody loves
it's not a
kids.
Gemini thing. You're not a Gemini.
No, but I used to read that shit, and when I tell you what's so on point to me, I loved it.
Especially when it will talk about like
Listen.
the daily ones. When it will talk about your life,
because
your
they
love
love
life.
it.
I would be like, oh.
But I think this is like how everything, like we said, how we talk about everything is like a universal law. You have to tell the truth. So not that astrology and all of those things are like not real. It's the fact that people started idolizing it, and that's why we just can't practice it. Because it's like now people are putting it above the higher source. It's like we can't.
Yeah.
So
That is what it is. It's
that's
not
why
always
I
about
think
it.
it's disconnect because people are idolizing and putting the wrong energy.
Yes. Oh, y'all want to hear an analogy that someone had said? I don't remember, but I loved it. So it was a man. He was a dad, and he was talking about how like people praise the universe for all this like the gifts that we get and stuff like that. And he's like, how you just gonna skip right past the person who created the universe?
Right.
And he was like, that's like my son coming into my bedroom. He said, if I'm the dad and my nightstand is the universe, and I keep all my money in my nightstand and stuff, and my son comes in the room and he asks me for money so that he can go do what he need to do for the day with his friends. And I give it to him and he says, "Thank you, nice Dan."
Right.
I said, bruh, that's dead ass. Like, that's dead ass.
Thank you, universe, for this money. Like, hold up, I didn't just hand that to you. I didn't just get that to you.
Like, I didn't go to work.
Yeah.
I didn't go to work, earn that money.
Because I was a thank you universe type of girl.
Me too.
I would say it every day. But then I was like, okay, some things, this is when I really start doing the work with God. Because I'm like, something's not working. Yeah, I'm 11. Like, I see these numbers every day.
Yeah.
222. Like, but I'm like, I'm still at this standstill. Like, nothing's working. My credit's
Yes.
standstill. Like, my business is
Yes.
steady. Everything's just steady. Like, you still trying to figure it out. Like, you still struggling for real.
The
Now, but you know
universe,
what?
the universe is
The
there.
universe was the universe. Beginning and the end.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all what it is.
'Cause I'm like, why am I
Immediately,
still
my life
lost?
started just changing. I was like, okay.
Why am I still lost? Self-reliant as hell. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's me. All I gotta do is keep moving. And you do. You know, don't get me wrong, you do. You have to create like success momentum. The same way how you can create a bad habit of being lazy and create lack momentum or create, you know what I mean? You have to create success momentum also. I learned that from Myron. I forget what his last name is. But I'm like, that's real shit. You gotta get up and move towards your goals and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you can't be at nighttime when the moon is out holding crystals talking about, all right, come on, this is me. Like, come on, bro. And like I said, I'm not judging because I was heavy in it. And I didn't even realize what I was doing. Like, that's how ignorant and susceptible we be, and we'll make ourselves susceptible to this stuff, just welcoming it. Like, and I had no idea. I thought that it was like, okay, what is the universe? This is what it is. Universal law, this, you know what I mean? And there's a such thing as universal law, obviously. But we're easily influenced and we can misinterpret things and do it the wrong way. And I feel like that's what was going on, you know, with me. And then when I started praying and started reading and like for myself, because I've been turned away from Christianity because I'm like, I got too many questions and y'all just cannot answer them.
Yeah.
Everything is just have faith, believe in what you can't see, have faith. No, there's an answer to that.
Right.
And I found
And
out
that's what I like about you.
Yeah.
I love that about Lady.
Yeah.
Anytime anything's going on or I have a question about anything happened, she'll pull that Bible out.
Listen,
She'll
she
be like,
will
"This
get
is
the
Bible."
Bible.
And guess what? We will not continue what we're doing until she comes back. Like literally, like we was sitting outside of the Dollar Tree.
I'm
we
not
was all
that
about
Bible
girl. We
girl.
thought the family. We was like we all going to Dollar Tree. Yeah, hold up. We thought the family.
And
One
it's
thing about
not-
her, she's not going to tell you something and can't back it up with the facts in the book. Period.
And it's not that I'm a Bible thumper, because it's not like that. It's just like, I be wanting to see for myself too, because it amazes me every time. I be like, all right, let me just see. You know, now I'm getting good with researching it, like how we trust Google. We trust Google with our lives.
Right.
You know, Google can tell you to mix up something and drink that shit, and we'll do it. But it's like, they're a Bible thumper. Like, if you want to go into something that's like, you know, supposed to be teaching you how to be morally correct, whether you believe it or not.
Right.
You trust Google, bro.
I just respect that more. I respect that more though, because that's like, you know, when you're on your spiritual journey and you're turning towards people that's supposed to be helping you with this knowledge, and they're just telling you, and then they get irritated with you when you're not believing them or you're not doing what they tell you to do, but they're not showing the facts or the receipts. It's like I told you, so that's
receipts.
what it should have been.
Yeah,
Facts.
Because people will tell you what's convenient for them. You know what I mean? Like,
Get receipts. I got receipts leading me back to all the 2002.
you funny, girl. So people will tell you what's convenient for them. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's kind of like an experimental thing for me as well, because I am a questioner. I'm so inquisitive when it comes to just life.
Yeah.
So I'll look through something because I just want to see, like, all right, can I find it in here? I've always had all these questions. Let me see if I can find it. Find it every time. And not only will I find it, there's something to back that up. Like, you can find it in another book, and it's just like, it makes sense to you, not only because it's written in a book, because there's many books in the world, but you can also relate it to stuff that you've been through in life, like, oh, damn. Or stuff that you've seen. Like, okay, it's like science, you know, everybody believes science and stuff too, so it's like 1 + 2 = 3 over there. Cool. It equals 1 + 2. 3. Oh, okay.
Right.
But you see, but 1 +, you know what I mean? 1 + 2 = 3, 1 + 2 = 3. But imagine somebody just telling you that.
Yeah.
Somebody just telling you that, but then you can see it, you can hear it, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. Oh, I believe that shit. I believe it. Because why not, you know? So it's more than just somebody being like, because it's convenient for them. But anywho, fun facts. Fun facts.
Who's it on?
Oh,
Is it on you?
no.
No.
I'm not a fun factable. Sorry.
Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
I did.
Did you?
No.
One?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. That's a fun fact.
Oh, wow.
Two-parent household. What was your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like I stayed with my mom, and then like around my teenage years is when she left me, so I was like by myself.
That is a fun fact, because that's real different. That's like, yeah, two-parent household, one mom.
And I like how we can all like still get along and
Yeah,
still
right.
warm to each other, and nobody is jealous of nobody because they had like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you may have been grieving your dad, I may have been grieving my mom and dad, and she had both of them, and nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like I love the dynamic we can still have, and it's still healthy when it's coming from different backgrounds.
Right.
Right. That's crazy, because we never even sat and like really put that together.
Yeah.
And I did have a dad. I don't wanna sound like I'm dissing my dad, because he wanted to hit me up one time talking about I think that's how you
You
felt.
said that! You said that when I came on your show last time, because I kept talking about my dad.
I said, like, you know what? Don't do that, because ain't nobody dissing you. No, my dad is really my dog, like, but we didn't get our relationship that we have now until I got older, and it wasn't just on him. It was because I had to grow up as well and realize.
Each party had to grow.
Yes, I had to realize humans are humans. You know what I mean? Like, speaking to how we talk about our background, my dad, you know, he was the youngest children on both sides. He was he was my grandma's youngest boy. Yeah, he was the youngest on both sides. He had a whole bunch of just older sisters and brothers. He never had to be responsible for something beneath him.
Right.
And it took for me to grow into an adult and realize that takes a toll on people. You know what I mean? He went from being spoiled in his house to being married and being spoiled.
Yeah.
So it's just like, he never really had the pressure on him to have to take care of something or have to be responsible. It was his way or the highway. And just because you get taller and you got more years on your life doesn't mean that you just outgrow something all of a sudden. You don't. You are who you are, and like, them things factor. And once I figured that out, you know, older, I'm like, I can't judge him. Like, you know, he didn't know. He didn't probably know what to do. My mom was 18 when she had me, and you know what I mean, it was young. So I was able to forgive him and understand, like, oh, okay, it is what it is. But as an adult dad, he rocks.
Yeah.
Like, that's my boy. Like, I can talk to I can talk to my dad about stuff that I can't talk to my mom about, and it's not because I trust them any. It's just the differences in like the way they are.
How they're articulated. The feedback they give you. You know what I'm saying? He's coming from this place and you're coming from that place. You know what I'm saying? That's how me and my dad.
Because my mom, she didn't have her dad, you know what I mean? So she only had her mom, and that relationship was rocky. But my dad had both his parents, so obviously that relationship was rocky because they come from two different backgrounds.
Right.
But when, as an adult, and I vent to my parents, when I talk to my dad, he's just gonna let me vent. He's not gonna give no feedback. He's just gonna be supportive and just listen and just, you know, tell me what's up. My mom though, if I tell her anything, she's holding grudges. She's not fucking with you no more. So I have to be careful. So she's like, you're not about to hurt my baby, and that's just that. So I have to be careful with sharing my mom too much tea, because she don't know how to just let go because of her trauma.
Yes.
So depending on their background, so I can talk to my dad. She's like, well, such and such, but he's not gonna hold no regimen on whoever I'm talking to about. It's just like, you know, he's gonna give me like balanced advice. My mom, she's just like,
Yeah.
So I have to be careful with like,
Don't bring them around me. Yeah, that's how it is.
Me and my dad just got to that place, and I had to learn. It took for us both to grow. Like he grew a little bit. He still got a lot of work to do. But it took us getting to a place where I had to learn that he loves me, like even still to this day, he loves me the best he knew how. You know what I'm saying? Like he come from a very toxic environment, two very toxic parents, and even my relationship with my grandma, like today is the most amazing relationship ever. But when I was a kid, I was like, I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't understand her. I didn't even understand where she came from or anything like that. And when you get older and you understand that and you realize that and you go through your own traumas, you gotta go through your own stuff too to understand, like, you know, he's only doing what you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But certain excuses only be an excuse for so long.
Mhm.
However, it takes growth. You know, if
Yeah.
I don't see you growing, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to feed into it. You know what I'm saying? If I just see you constantly self-destructing, and you know they say hurt people. And that's the type of person my dad is still to this day. He's gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? And I be pouring into him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, Dad, like that's not right. You know what I'm saying? And the more I learn, the more I can teach him. But he also teaches me as well in different aspects. You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
And it definitely takes communication too, because like if somebody doesn't know that they're hurting you, they're not gonna stop what they're doing.
Mhm.
Like they're not just gonna assume like, oh, you know, me being how I am, period, is hurting you. And I ended up being able to relate to my dad in so many ways that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, oh snap, you know what I mean? I'm kind of spoiled too. I'm the only girl in my household. You know what I mean? I don't have to share nothing. Like I'm spoiled. I don't really have to be responsible. I just want it to be. I'm a woman. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but I was able to relate to him in so many ways, and then even just my stubbornness, I get that from him.
Yeah.
Like, well, both my parents were stubborn, but you know what I mean? I get a lot of my personality from my dad.
Girl,
That's
so
so
Because when
much.
people take me there, I be like,
I be like,
we gonna do this my way, which is the raw way, like the way that's in my bloodline. That's in my bloodline. We gonna do it my way. Or I'm gonna just do it God's way.
Mhm.
You know? I've been choosing God's way lately. It's been working out in my favor. It has.
It's you. Oh my
I've been choosing peace in my
God.
life.
I did.
It has been working out for me.
And when you want to do something real bad, but you be like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. You get rewarded every time.
what?
That's
So
so
the way that karma be hitting, you be like, yeah, cause don't play with me.
Like
Like,
getting your lick back without getting your lick
Without
back.
getting
You
your
don't
lick
even
back.
have to do nothing.
yes.
And you got your lick back.
Yep.
that's why I
Thank
think
you, Holy Spirit.
And that's what I do every time.
Thank you, Holy Spirit.
Somewhere.
Cause that karma gonna come back every time.
Yes.
It's so crazy. My
And
bad.
you're good. I was basically just saying like that's why I make it very like imperative that I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Exactly,
And,
yes.
the way I want my karma to come back. Because it's like I can't.
No hidden motives, no agenda,
Mhm.
none of that.
And just being open-minded, because like I remember I used to be like, man, how come no one supports me? I'm doing all this and that and I'm not getting no support. And I had to think like I'm so dug deep into my shit. I'm like, I'm spending every single day, you know, working on my stuff. I'm not calling around checking up on people. I'm not seeing exactly what they got going on. I'm not the most supportive person.
Yeah.
So of course I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not getting supported because I'm not the most supportive person. You know what I mean? You get definitely what you put out. So like the more you call and check on people, the more people call and check on you. You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all, I wanna have 3 lip gloss.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm like, I need
I need
a
to
lip
know my
gloss.
misbehave.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Behave.
Shout out to Miss
That
Behave.
new collection coming soon, you dig? Period.
Are we rolling?
Yep.
What was we even talking about, guys?
She reminded me of Alicia when she said, are we recording? I'm telling y'all, I know that seems like she said, are we recording?
What was we talking about before I said my lip gloss I had to fix?
We was talking about how
Being
having in the midst of rebranding and, you know, I got some.
No, we wasn't. No, you know what? We was talking about, which is a perfect segue into the shit that we said we ain't cover.
What?
Support.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking about how just basically putting out what you want and how I was complaining about not getting supported because I was too stuck in my own sauce, you know, and I wasn't supporting people either. So that was something we were supposed to be talking about that we kind of scooted past was the insecurities and women supporting women. So going back to our dynamic, I feel like we organically just started supporting each other and kind of like helping us work through our insecurities, like pushing, being like, oh, Kel, you know, when's that new conflict
Yeah,
coming out?
because y'all really be on me.
Yes.
Especially her.
What are we planning? Who?
What's the lunch party?
I was just like, oh, me, I was gonna say, don't do me. Yeah, where are we
What
planning?
lunch party?
What?
What lunch party? They ain't getting none. That's for us.
Oh.
That's right. That's cute though.
Look, what you say?
It's definitely private only. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's for us. They're not getting all that.
For real.
Like, see, that is like one of my insecurities.
But that is cute though. You can definitely make it because, like you said earlier, everybody don't deserve everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you do have to be very selective.
Like have a private lunch
Eat
party
still.
and then Like, you know, however you want to do that.
We'll figure it out. I
Yeah.
mean, that's another topic for another day.
That's y'all. So support, y'all. Like, how do y'all feel about the support, like, just surrounding us, period, like, between us, between the city we live in, families, friends?
I feel like I get a lot of support when it comes to like my family. Like they be hands on with everything that I do. So it's like, I mean, like my siblings and my parents and my partner. Like whatever I be like, look, I'm doing this. They be ask questions later, and they be for it. But I would say like with like just not even necessarily like the city, because the city will support. But I feel like it's more strangers than the people that I actually know. Like the people I grew up with, it's just like you know what I mean. Like they be hesitant or whatever the case may be. But like when I launched Experience My Man, it's everybody that ever attended was people I never conversed with. So it's like you're going to get most of your support from strangers, and that's just what it is.
I agree. That's how I feel. I get way more support from strangers than I do like family and friends. And it'd be crazy because you'll see your family and friends going hard for people they don't even
For other people.
So it's just like, why can't I get that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's the organic, like, it's an organic thing of like, oh, this is something that I really like. So like strangers will see your stuff and it's something they really gravitate towards. And like your family and friends really just might not. Because I would think that like, damn, like y'all rocking this brand, doing this, doing that, but not support what I'm doing. And I'm like, you know what, it probably just doesn't resonate with them. Like, and that's fine.
I'm happy when it comes to support. Listen, I don't play no games. I'll turn somebody's big supporter. I'll turn somebody's music into my music. I'll turn somebody's other brand into my brand. Like I'm one of them type of supporters. Like I just go hard and I just be, and I'm just one of them people. Like I pour into people how I be wanting people to pour into me. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it's not even intentional. Like I don't do it on purpose. Like I don't be on some shit like, all right, I'm just gonna wear. Like I got a new day now. I'm just gonna wear new day every day until he recognizes me, until he start pouring back into me. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Like if I feel like it's wrong, I'm gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If it's real, if it's authentic, I'm just gonna fuck with it. And it's just,
We spent the night because I'm grabbing that shit.
It's thunderstorm out there. I know the camera picked that up because that was big. I seen the lights like kind of flickering and I was looking around, but I was trying not to make it too obvious.
Because I'm scared of the dark.
I was just saying I was losing power.
Is that a fun
Fun
fact?
fact. Girl, don't do the dark. I don't play the dark.
Me either.
I don't like driving in the dark.
I don't want to drive it in this.
I can't drive in rain because all the
The
It's
lights.
like- yeah.
It's like,
bouncing off them droplets and stuff.
Yes.
I can't do it.
I
That's
just want to
all.
stop at the time. You just want to stop.
It will. Every time, don't it? Thanks. Thanks for the reminder. Now, what was our last topic though? We had one more topic that we're supposed to cover.
Did we touch base with insecurities? I feel like we keep running past it.
We did. We talked about like how I don't know. Did you put it over there or something?
Is my phone behind you?
It is right there.
Yeah.
The goldie. We had talked about
Body down the red beans, like.
like insecurities in us. Or like, you know what I mean? Like basically our background that we talked about creates the wall of insecurities in our body.
Oh yeah, and that's true because what I will say is I've been through a lot. Like I'm hung with my family, with my mother, with my father, with my siblings, and it definitely made me. I think that was like the number one reason why I didn't want to get close with people.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was normal. You know what I'm saying? So when you're running into people like that come from a two-parent household or that's very close to their little brother, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like you barely talk to some of your siblings or you know what I'm saying? It did create an insecurity for me because it's just like I don't want to share this with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to think less of me or I don't want them to judge me. But then I learned to be grateful for what I've been through because it made me the person I am today. And I'm a beautiful person. You know what I'm saying? And I love hard and I pour into people for these same exact reasons. Like I know how it feels to be loved less. So I love very hard. You know what I'm saying? I know how it feels to be overlooked. So I make sure I commend y'all on everything that y'all are doing, no matter how minor or major. You know what I'm saying? I know how it feels to not get support from the people you might support from.
Yeah.
So I make sure that I'm always supporting y'all, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
Oh, we'll talk about it. Let's talk about the overlooked, all that. The not getting spoken to people you want. Yeah, but that turns back into
Not being seen, not being heard. Like,
yeah.
day and you was like, she can't.
I knew it was coming.
Hell no.
Oh,
No, as I was saying,
This is the part they don't show.
no. Right?
This is the shit they don't show.
Right. Oh, that's a word.
oh yeah, like when you text me,
Come on.
That was a lot.
that is a mother effing lie.
You don't want us to share it.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna
Take
say.
God won't get this glory.
On TikTok.
Yo,
Yeah.
y'all good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I just checking on y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, alright,
You
y'all
heard
be
us
safe.
screaming?
Yeah, I heard y'all screaming, so I'm making sure y'all good.
Thank you.
Alright.
God bless you. What was that from? Friday?
I don't know.
When they get shot at, he was like,
I'm weak.
where did the cameraman go? Period. Alright, as I was saying, what was I saying?
You said when Tasha texted you about
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she had texted me and she was like,
our audience.
when she texted me and she was all like, Chico, I want to let you know, you are seen, you are heard, you are valued, like, because I was, going through whatever I was going through, like, I really appreciated that, but it just made me like, it made me shut down a bit, because for her to say that to me and me be dealing with what I'm dealing with who I'm dealing with, it's just like, this is why my perception is the way that it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is why I always refer back to my parents and my siblings, because if my parents can do such things to me, then anybody can. Anybody's capable of it.
But that's the thing that goes into like the what you can and can't control.
Exactly.
Because, like you said, like wanting a certain attention from people that you want it from, and it happens to be given from another party.
I literally had to learn to be grateful for who it was coming
Exactly.
from. I couldn't no longer be like, but I want it from my dad, but I want it from my dad. You know what I'm saying? If it's coming from you, I'm gonna accept it and I'm gonna appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna receive it.
Exactly.
And that's just what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I know a lot of people are looking at that.
And I was real big on it. Like I didn't want it to come from who I wanted it to come from. And I'm glad I grew out of that. And I'm glad I'm able to like receive things properly and so on. Because
Right.
I was right. It was a
Right.
struggle for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I'm happy I went through it now. It used to be an insecurity for me, but I'm happy I went through it because it made me the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it makes my relationships with other people that come from different backgrounds.
Right. That's true. That's why I said God really will use your pain and turn it into it.
That's one of my favorites. Like that's one of my favorite quotes is pain into purpose, because I feel like I shared before, being in a state where you're in so much pain, like where nothing is going right, and you're like, all right, so nothing I'm doing is working, nothing I'm trying is working, nothing. Like, all right, now you have to surrender.
Yeah.
Because like that pain turns to a surrender, and then when you finally surrender, that's when you get put in line with your purpose, and you get shown what you're supposed to be doing, and you learn to be obedient. Because you're like, okay, my way, it's not my way or highway. That's not how it works. Like I can't control every little thing, because when certain stuff come in and start my pot, I fold in a way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And that's why I want to get out my way.
Yeah.
Because I do believe I went through these things for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I could be an advocate. And here I am being very quiet and very standoffish and not saying anything. And it's like, I could really give you the game. You know what I'm saying? If I got out my way.
I don't know how long we've been filming for, but it seems like the sun's not gonna let up, you guys. So.
What you think? We can really get the crack out.
I know. I want to say we didn't even get juicy. I would absolutely hate to stop. I feel like we still got like another 30 minutes in us at least.
We gotta let this rain go down
and now I'm grateful for what I've been through.
Yeah. Allowing your pain to turn into purpose, like letting your insecurities build on you, because it's funny how like the one thing that you try to have from everybody, as soon as you stand on it, it
It's
changes
so powerful.
everything. Yeah. It changes everything. Like there's so much stuff that I don't be want to talk about, but it's like these are the things that make you relatable. Like if you want to be somebody of influence, not everybody wants that, but if you do, like you want to be a person of influence or be able to be a role model to like your family or your friends or whatever the case is, it'd be the stuff that you want to have the most that will literally make you relatable to that person.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, okay, you are human. You're not perfect. You do get me because
Especially when it comes
from.
from social media, a social
Yeah.
media standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody see this or social media handles and see this image and be like, oh, they're just so perfect, or they don't do nothing, or she comes from this and she comes from that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so many people have told me like, you know, I would have thought you came from a two-parent household, or I would have never thought you grew up at North. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's like I get that. So I have absolutely no problem with being transparent. You know what I'm saying? Because like no, I didn't come from that, but I'm still a product of that environment, but this is how it turned out to be.
Right.
And I'm still growing, and I'm still
Right.
learning, and I'm always going to show up as the best person, and that's
Right.
it.
Yes, people's favorite is, I would have thought she was from Cologne.
Yes.
That's interesting.
I'm from Homewood.
Don't know if I
Like-
I'm from name on you.
I really am there. And it's like it is what it is. I know so many people that are from different places that are classy, or I know people who are from so-called classy places that are ghetto as well. You know, people that are stupid, went to some of the best schools ever, and they still made horrible decisions. Like,
And it's not an act. It's
no,
not an
no.
act. When Young Weezy say, baby, you can't stay that character. I ain't acting. You big.
You are.
It
Right.
is what it
It's
is.
not an act.
Yeah, that's definitely an insecurity too, like not being, ooh, I'm trying to think, something back about me. Insecurity, what am I insecure about? To be honest, I don't have no crazy insecurities. I really feel like just like my voice, like, and I don't mean like only my physical voice, but just like my voice, like being heard. I don't be feeling heard. I feel like I get over talked a lot.
Yeah.
And I've gotten so used to it that it's just like, it don't bother me no more, but I'm used to just shutting up. Like, oh, okay.
See, I'm not a shutter upper.
I will, because I'm
I'm a
not.
listener though. I don't say
Me
much.
too.
Y'all know that. She even pointed out to me one time, like,
Yeah.
you want to say that?
Yeah. I'm very much a listener. Depending on the situation, I just don't want to battle the talk. I don't feel like I have to. Like, when I need to be heard, I will be heard. But it does, I ain't gonna lie, like being over talked, or if I feel like not respected, I'm like, oh, alright, okay. But I'm still not gonna be confrontational about it. I'm just like, alright.
Yeah.
You just don't deserve what it is I have to say. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But it's definitely something that I feel like I battle with, because for me to be a person who's doing stuff like this, like a talk show, and you know, being smart and having different perceptions and being able to talk to people, help read the Bible and help people interpret it, just little stuff like that, I feel like I should talk more, but I'll allow myself to play it back because I just don't want to battle. I just don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like I should have to. You know?
You don't. Well, I know, like within our dynamic, I feel like you talk the most.
Really?
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you talk the most, and I feel like we come to you a lot, and we're having a hard time.
Swear, I was like, Lay's the perfect balance. She's like, because if it was us, me and Chico, we probably wouldn't talk. Because I feel like we present each other a lot with like,
we're
how
still
we
standoffish.
yes.
But when it comes to certain things,
Yes.
we have very good conversations. I wouldn't doubt that we wouldn't check up on each other, but we're still standoffish when it comes to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Lay is like the sport she supports.
I was saying, I think that's why, because I be trying to make it like, hey, y'all, let's do it. Like, what's up? Like, I be trying to always make everybody feel comfortable in a sense. So that's another reason why I will shut up. Like, not on some, what I have to say is not important, but some people be needing to get that shit off. Like, some people need to talk, and I know when to just sit and be like, all right, they need that. They need the floor. They need that attention. They need. But when I feel like, okay, let's get this little party started. Let's get this conversation rolling. Like, I'll do that too. And I know what y'all mean. I do feel like I kind of try to break the ice a lot.
Like even with this, because she's like, I want to bring y'all on the show. I want to bring y'all on the show. I want to bring y'all on the show. Then she texts like, we have next off day. I didn't even know what she was asking it for. And I'm like, I could be off Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, we're shooting. I'm like, okay.
Swear. That's good, but that's why I said I know that God is a part of this because like, you know what I mean? Like I said, if it was up to us, we would would just be cordial like we always been, like because it's just like how we are, and just with receiving like women, like especially like dominant women at that too. So it's like my experience with dominant women suck. So I'm just like, I don't want to befriend these type of girls because they gonna weigh, they start thinking I'm hating on them when I'm really just trying to love.
Right.
So it's just weird now, and now you fake beef with me because you think I'm trying to take
And
your
that's
side.
why I said that in the group text today. I'm
So it
like,
gets so
God is
weird.
really in the center of this.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
Because we're able to pour into each other in so many different aspects. Like, and it comes out in weird ways.
It
too,
does.
like just
It does.
randomly. And you be like, oh, okay, I didn't know you knew that. Thanks for telling me. Or,
Yeah.
"Gosh, I didn't know." You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like the plug when it comes to something.
Literally. And I love that.
And I think that's another reason why we was able to click. Because it's like, oh, okay, Tosh, I could book you for XYZ. You could do XYZ for me. I could do XYZ for you. And,
Literally.
like, lay the same
Literally.
person for us. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny because you pointed out something to me that I never noticed, like how I just said that, like with that insecurity, I'm always. You think we should make it real quick?
What's going down?
Okay.
Yeah, like golly.
Can we get
Oh,
into the
that's
next
it.
box?
Outside. Give me
What's
one.
that? What's that?
Oh yeah.
What's this?
What you know it now?
Yeah.
That's
But
the rose.
That
blackberry.
wait, before we pour that, just because I wanted to pause with that camera because that little shit was everywhere. So I don't want to pour that and then we talk about the same thing. But where was I starting? Oh, I was gonna say you just pointed something else to me before that I didn't peep. Like how I just said, I had that insecurity with like not being her, and it's funny because now, like how you said, this is a godsend of a friend group. Now I have a friend group where I can actually talk to y'all,
Right.
and like y'all will ask me shit, and I will be
Yeah.
able to like, okay,
Right.
because
That's very interesting.
typically I'm the listener. Like in every other group setting that I'm usually in, I'm the listener unless I kind of assert myself to not be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Even with our Bible studies, I feel like she just takes the lead.
Yes. And
Because I feel like if it was just me and Tosh, we would just take turn with you.
Yep.
We're like, all right, we're done. Talk to you later. You know?
Because when I was
But with you, you'd be like, all right, what did y'all take from that?
yes, because when I was really
How would you relate that? How would you relate to that? I just be like, oh, not her asking questions.
that's how I learned, y'all. And it was so exciting for me. Like when I first started doing Bible study with my cousin and her husband, I'm very inquisitive, like I said, so I'll have questions. I'll be like, all right, so what did that even mean? And they'll be like, all right, let me check on it. And I'm like, oh, that's such a good way to learn instead of just bypassing it. Like, all right, it sounded cool. I think it might mean this, but I'm not really sure.
Right.
So, you know, I just feel like that's how I gotta go.
like I'll learn, but I'll just keep it to myself. But now I'm learning like
Right, I learned out loud.
Yes, you learn out loud.
You learn out loud.
Yes.
You teach out loud.
Literally.
Yes. Oh, say it again.
Yeah.
Like, you learn out loud.
Learn out
I
loud.
like when I say
She said you learned out loud so you can teach out loud. Okay.
That was so
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, what was I saying about studying?
what was I saying about that? It's the blackbird. Bird.
Well, that's tasty.
Yeah, I'm waiting for y'all to catch up.
I think that broke this one.
Yeah, she's
Miss
a
Flowers.
Oh, they keep falling off.
That was so close.
I was gonna say,
Tell me where you got it from.
That was cute.
That was really cute.
I got this from Amazon.
Really?
I got it from Amazon, but I think I do believe after I purchased them, I think I seen Shaded by the Queen. So,
Okay.
so she's
Definitely.
Pittsburgh based. Yeah, Pittsburgh based Shaded by the Queen.
Shout out to Shade Butter Queen. Because I'm Shade Butter Queen.
Period.
Love her.
We love us some Shaded by the Queen.
Love her.
Uh-huh.
Not only is her glasses fire, her style, like
Her
the way she
personality.
does it.
Yes.
For me,
Yes,
I
she's very
love
herself.
everything.
The way
about
she
her.
talks, just everything about her.
She's a beautiful, beautiful
And her
girl.
body.
Yes.
Baby,
Yes.
you got a body.
Shout out to Nika. That's really my dog.
Yes, she is so beautiful, like just everything about her.
You like a Zach.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
That's Tasha's little thing. And
Hey, did you hear me? Because I'll tell you. You want me to tell you?
It's not hers.
Yes.
Tell me. Yes. Everyone to tell me.
Did you
Tell
pour
me.
me in? Did you pour me in?
Tell me.
She's like, tell me love
Do
that.
you
Tell
want to
me.
hear it?
I did.
Y'all are so funny.
Please.
You really want to hear it?
I did.
I love you.
Oh, this is really
I just
Wait, why you texted with all that?
sorry.
y'all
a lot
talk?
of things.
Did y'all come up with a date?
Mm-mm. Is that gonna come back?
I am gonna come up. I got a wedding coming up, so I'm gonna make sure that you don't plan it the day of the wedding or.
What's the date?
Y'all
You want me to lie? So
You don't know yet?
it says August. The bridal shower and the wedding is in August. I feel like it's like August. The wedding is like August 26th. Alright, that's cool. Oh, we're doing it in July.
Mm-hmm.
That works. Or we going like a drive there, drive back.
I mean, it don't gotta be same day. We can do like how we did last time. Not just making plans with Karen.
I know. That's what I'm talking. Y'all ain't about to catch us slacking. I know about
I ain't gonna catch us lying. I'm cracking that. So what do we think about this Stella? Well, you said it's blackberry. What else is going on? Is it sweet?
Stella Rosa,
Ooh,
blackberry. I like it. I like Stella Rosa. I was trying to figure out she was.
I didn't have this one. I had the
Is she-
watermelon. I had, I don't know. These are really, really good. The only thing I don't like about them though, they be going like after 3 glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And do-
That's how I go.
never mind. That's never mind.
I didn't have this one though. I got
Compliments of
watermelon.
Auntie
That's
Tosh.
good. I didn't try it.
Oh, that's good. It's candy-ish. Oh, but you wanna know what else I like about it? It's not bubbly.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not like thick sweet. It's like real.
Yeah. It's like a little happy medium.
Word.
I like it.
That's what I had. I think I had the peach one.
I think I always did the black one.
Mm.
Champagne-ish vibe.
I was trying to just keep them one day.
Yeah.
I don't discriminate.
What you say? I just need it. I just need them.
Just good.
Fun fact. Wait, I did you last time, right?
Yeah.
My favorite color is purple.
Oh, wow.
No, that is a fun fact. I never got your favorite color.
I know.
Purple is not a color that people like. Why? It's just not. My mom's favorite color is purple,
Is
but
it?
it's just like.
Is she Sagittarius?
No, she-
Look, here I go.
Here she go.
Oh, wait.
My
Another
mom's
fun fact.
favorite.
Another fun fact.
Another fun fact.
Oh, I'm about to get a man, because we about to get a better. I'm about
I
to get a
don't know.
man.
Like, so when y'all say fun fact, like what? Like what?
Like something that nobody would ever guess.
So what? I don't know what y'all was scared to do for. Fun facts. I got like 15 siblings.
Oh, wow.
And my dad alone got like 12 kids.
She told me that a lot, but I didn't really know it was that many. That is a fun fact.
No, I'm off because my mom got 4. And my dad got like about 12.
So y'all pushing 20, or y'all pushing the 20 club.
They are. I can go solo baby from state to state.
Yeah, y'all thick. A fun fact about me, I lived in 4 different states.
Oh, I only lived in 2.
Really?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And Houston, Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
Atlanta and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I lived in, wait, 4 or 3? I lied. I lived in 3 different states. Pennsylvania, Texas, and Georgia.
Yeah.
I've lived in 2 different cities in Pennsylvania. So
Okay.
that's what threw me off, yeah. What's another fun fact about me? I've been to about 20 out of the 50 states in the US. But I've never been out the country yet.
No?
Fun fact. As much as I've been
I've only been one. I got my first stamp this year, girl.
Yeah.
But this our new friend.
I know.
She is stamp queen. She's stamp queen. So we about to catch up.
Yes. I'm like, as much as I travel, people think I be out. I've never been out the country. I be out, but not outside the country.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
fun fact. Tasha Talk.
Fun facts. What's a fun fact?
Tell us about your love life.
Ooh, fun fact. I've only been with 2 people my whole life. I'm 30.
I know that's
Like 2 boyfriends your whole life? That's a lit. So I love that for you.
That's boring.
You know what? That is
Because
really
every time I
good.
meet a nigga, they be like, oh, how many bodies you got? They be like, 7.
Fun fact, I only have 3.
Yeah.
I only have 3. And you know what I was about to say? That's really good because people don't think about like the soul ties.
Yes.
I learned that so late.
The
but
soul ties
yes.
and the covenants, you know, and then they be thinking like when we break up, that's it. No, you have to break all of that.
All of it.
Yes.
Heavy on the break every chain.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're wondering why you can't
many people. So the people you do connect with, you be connected. Like,
And you don't even have to have sex with a person and create a soul tie with them.
no, definitely not. But that physical side is definitely like, ooh, like I'm so cautious about who I'm sharing myself with.
Very. You think I want to mix my spirits and demons with your spirits and demons? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yes.
That's toxic for real.
Right?
And girls be wondering why they be so like confused and just can't find happiness. And it's like I'm so at peace with myself. Not saying that I'm perfect, but you know what I mean. Like I have not swapped so too many people, so I'm like, yeah, I have peace.
And that's why I said like being cool with yourself it is really a bonus. And I feel like it's really a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse because that's one thing I can go without. Fun fact. I know I'm the only one with kids, but fun fact, I can go without it.
Yes.
I really can.
It's honestly like the. Well, that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. I mean, for me,
Off camera.
yeah, I feel like sex for me is like that's like the ultimate. What's that called? Like, not intimacy, but what's that other word I'm thinking about? Affection.
Right.
So it's like if I'm not like having feelings for you and really liking you and like loving you, like I'm not interested.
I'm not
Just-
interested. I can't.
But
I really
I-
have to like you.
I can really love a nigga to death and still not want to give him my money.
And I feel
Like,
that.
That's how
too.
much I can really do.
Because I've definitely loved a lot of people that I've never had sex with.
Like, why
Yeah,
can't I love you?
but I-
Yeah.
Take it that
Like,
far.
I can
But
definitely.
I
So we can take it
like
that far.
for you, but we just.
Yeah. Cause that's different. Like you said, that's a. And no. And then the way that I feel about having kids and stuff like that, like I'm not about to be stuck to no raggedy ass nigga. You're
With their raggedy ass family.
and no rag.
Then you gotta pray over that. You gotta break all them covenants and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's
Like it's
Cool, that's
deeper
what it is.
than sex.
Sex,
People don't
yeah,
realize that. Like
they
this is a spiritual
It's a
connection.
spiritual connection.
And you gotta ask yourself, this is really what I want? Like,
And then do y'all ever be seeing the jokes on Facebook about like people doing it while on their period?
see,
They don't even really know what
because
they're
that
playing
happened
with.
to
They don't even
Look
know
at
what
that.
they're playing with.
Listen.
They really don't know what they're playing with. And like
No
I said,
judgment. No
once the
judgment.
kids get involved and then the families like you gotta break all of that.
Yeah.
Right, and not to work. It's not just a prayer and it's going. It's work. It's deep and it get dirty. I've been there. Really
What is
everything.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about being in line with God the whole day.
It just came up. Yeah, we just went right into it.
Cause
That's because this
everything.
is yeah. And that's our dynamic is really like God centered.
Yeah. But what, okay, I know how we can get a little more into it. So, like, one, do you feel like you are in alignment, like, at this point in time of your life? And if so, how? Like, what do you feel like, what is the thing that shows you, like, okay, I'm in alignment?
That's a good question. I feel like I'm on the path of being in alignment with God. Like I feel like being in alignment with God is really living in a way that He would, I guess. And I don't think I forgave everybody yet. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's a part of the process. But I don't know. I feel like I'm on my way. But I think I'll notice when I'm in alignment when things just happen like that.
Exactly.
Like,
'Cause it's
they're
like-
just happening like.
And it's also like one of those situations where you'll think you forgave someone. You know, you're on your spiritual journey, you're reading your Bible, you're building a relationship with God, you're talking to God, you're praying, you're fasting, and you were like, all right, I'm happy, I forgave everybody, and then you'll run into someone.
And it's a slight
And you'll
trigger.
realize, yes, and you'll realize, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've experienced that.
Yeah.
I've definitely experienced that where I was just like, I thought I was completely over a situation, it was so long ago, and then I ran into someone, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna let that sweep under the rug?
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like I'm still in process. I'm in process, and I'm grateful for where I am because, like I said, I come a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that still being human makes you not in alignment. I think being in alignment is even noticing that you're doing human shit. You know what I mean? Like people like, I know that this is something I still gotta work on.
And we can clean it up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I feel like when you're really in alignment, well, my answer, I'm not gonna say that I'm fully in alignment, but I definitely feel like I'm like 70%.
Right.
Because I think that my patience, ooh, y'all, if y'all would have met me like 2 years ago, my patience was this.
I still feel like
Big.
like I told you before. I feel like you give people grace. You'll give people grace and grace and grace and grace. But once you're there,
Mhm.
once it's stuck with you.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm like, it's whatever. Forget them.
Yeah.
Don't hit me up, and I'll feed into the.
Like, be like,
It's dead, and that's why I love having her around because rubbed out off of me.
Swear.
Because I will give people chance after chance after, and that's because I know I'm still growing.
You're
So
still
if I'm
growing.
growing, you're growing.
Right.
She's growing. He's growing. And if we're all growing, then who am I to not give you another chance? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I want another chance. So I be trying to give people the same grace I would want in return.
Mhm.
But I'm just learning that it's just not always genuine, and people aren't
Right.
growing.
And it's just to a certain point to where it gets foolish for yourself.
Mhm.
Like me personally, I'm an excuse maker. I'll make an excuse for people all day long. And like you said, I give people grace. So by the time I get to the point of well, you know what, forget it. You know what I mean? Like you don't want this.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to force your hand. It's because it's there now. It's not that, and it's not that I won't give you another chance. There's always welcome to where if you finally come around and your heart posture is a little bit different, and you come back to me and you're like, look, listen, I still feel this way, even if we still don't agree.
Yeah.
It's just about, all right, the way that I communicated that to you could have been wrong, or we can agree to disagree,
Right.
I'm 100% about peace, but one thing I won't do is be disrespected. I just won't, because I don't disrespect people. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like I deserve to be disrespected, because even if you're upset or angry or whatever, I'll understand that, because I get upset and angry.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be disrespected, and if you can't come to me as an adult and be like, I apologize for how I behaved, because I'll be in a situation where I feel like I got disrespected at the end, and I'll still come to you and apologize, like, look, I'm sorry that I even put you there.
Right. Exactly. I be on that.
But this is how I feel, this, that, and third, and based on how you respond, it's just, what it is. But yeah.
I used to date give apologies. Now I be super apologetic because
Yeah.
I did be wrong.
Yeah.
And I am learning that. But I'm a grace giver. However, what I will say is once I'm at that point
What's your
where
name?
I
Better be done. Yeah.
it's like I will walk
I don't
into
even
you
know
like
you
I never
before.
girl
That's me.
see you and won't speak
Yeah.
type done. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that's me. Once I get to that point, and that's because I know I've given you chance after chance after chance after chance, and it's just like, all right, it's not doing me no good. It's taking too much of my time, it's taking too much of my energy. Now I'm gonna just shut it all out, and I'm gonna go back to focusing on this.
Yeah. And another thing is, if I know that we're having an issue and I still speak highly of you behind your back, but then I find out that you're not doing the same,
Supporting you.
or you tricked me, like I don't enjoy being manipulated whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that's like to find out something different than what I've been led to believe all along, or you know what I mean? Meanwhile, you might have said this to a person and I never knew that. Meanwhile, I'm still wanting back for you, still praying for you, still all this.
carrying your name.
Yes.
Carrying your name.
Then that's when I'm like, all right, well, I feel like what you do when I'm not around.
It's more important than what you do in front of my face. Like what you do on camera isn't as important as what you do off camera.
Period.
Like we can put on this
Because it's a put on.
Exactly.
It's
But
a
when
put
the
on.
cameras stop rolling, let's see who you really are.
Yeah, that's more organic. So it's just like if I find out that I've been, you know what I mean, doing all this and the third, then the
You
whole
can put it in
time,
my face.
yeah. It's just, because what more is there for me to do?
It's like I gotta let you know that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want it. Like,
And
you
even
don't.
then, you still be like, but if and yeah.
But see, that's where the alignment comes back in, and that's why I said I was sitting on like 70% because I'm at peace with lots of stuff. Like things could be happening to me that are not in my favor, and I'll still be at peace with it because I know at the end of the day I'm gonna be good.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like I know what
And you
without
really
one
did.
person.
You didn't do anything. Like, you know, you
Exactly.
never expressed it, but you know you really just.
And then if I did,
Love.
because I'm in alignment and I'm at peace with the result, I can be accountable.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I let myself here, like, dang, like, I'll be disappointed in myself. I'm not going to sit there and look outward and be like, oh, the world, the universe,
Right.
like, nah, I did some dumb shit. I was irresponsible. I was disrespectful. I did this, I did that, and that's what I get. You know what I mean? Moving forward, not sweeping under the rug, but moving forward, this is how I would like to handle that. Even when I confess to hurt, I could hurt my own feelings sometimes because I done did some dumb shit or been irresponsible, and now here I am and I'm pissed. Like, dang, like I really messed that up just because I just had to say that, or just because I had to do that, or I had to sweep that under the rug because I wanted my way on this.
I used to really be like that, and I used to really tell myself like, I'm going to play myself before I let the next motherfucker play me.
Yeah, I just think that like being in alignment is one of the things that you can, like one day you can be in alignment, the next day you can literally get knocked off your square, but it's an ever can
Right.
never give up on yourself. You can never give up on your faith. So that's just one and all. That's like every day I go to sleep, every day I wake up, I gotta focus on this.
And different things and different people will come into your life and test you.
Absolutely.
And in that moment, you'll learn like what you still need to work on, where you grew. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like that's
don't be so hard on yourself.
yourself.
Don't be so hard on yourself if you do inquire a situation where you feel like you fell off your square,
Right.
or you could have handled the situation better and you didn't in a moment. You know, it's all a learning process.
I swear. Heavy on that. I would say what made me realize that I was just like on the path of God, just myself, it's just like no matter what, I always want to just give people love. Like even if they wrong me, it's just like I'm gonna still give you love because
Yes.
I need it. Like
Yes.
you need it more than I need respect. So I'm gonna give that to you, and I'm gonna just remove myself. So it's like once I got to that point, I was like, okay, I know like I'm on a completely different like spiritual journey because the old people that are like, you gonna have to square up with me. If I respect, you gonna have to
And
like.
it don't even be that with me. It just be like, don't abandon me when I'm pouring into you.
Yeah.
Because if I'm pouring into you, I obviously need you to pour into me. So if you're abandoning me while I'm pouring into you, I'm just gonna just walk away.
Literally that.
You know what I'm saying? And don't abandon me without letting me know. You know, you can't just one day up and abandon ship and then think that I'm gonna continue loving on you and pouring into you, and I'm it's just one sided and I'm not getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait till I get there. Cause like I cut it off.
And you still can. Like you can still set boundaries and still give it to God. Like you can still just be like, well, if they come to me, I'm gonna give them love, I'm gonna give them grace, I'm gonna give them, what you need to give them, but I can't physically be present anymore. Like so I'm giving this to you. Like I'm giving this relationship to you, and however you see fit, that's all it's gonna be. So it's like if it's supposed to work out for y'all, so it's going to work out. But if not, it's just like God, like I told you, I was like, God is obviously hearing stuff you can't hear and see. Let it rock out. Like however it play out, just let it play out because obviously, He got your back. Like
I mean, you gotta trust him first. Like with the stuff that you can't see, that's what faith really is. It's like, okay, this just don't seem right, but this is how it's playing out.
Yeah, so I was playing off facts. Cause there was a friendship that I had my girl, and I was like, why she being weird to me? Like randomly just being weird. I'm just like, God, what is going on? Like, come to find out, she was just like low-key plotting, like just plotting. Cause this one was like heavy initially with the EFB movement, like music, and just plotting to be on the scene. So she was just trying to take advantage of like the hype. And it's just like, see, I didn't see that. I'm just glad I'm like, this is my girl.
My friend.
But meanwhile, she's just like, girl, I'm just here for the opportunity, you know? So, but I didn't see that. But it's just like, you really just gotta just let things play out how they play. And I was hurt. I'm like, this is my dog. We got all the time together. You don't see me, you don't see her type thing. And then it was just like, why you being weird? Like, why you like,
I didn't think that was still a thing, but I'm learning.
It is.
Because I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't look at myself as that person, but people do. Like, oh, she's popping, she's pretty, she's lit in the city, everybody knows who she is. I need to be with her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look at people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see
That's idolizing.
Because you see.
and the Bible say we're not supposed to do that. So I can't believe it's still a thing. Because I know when we were younger, of course, when we was in high school, everybody wanted to be with the people that were popping, the people that were pretty, the people that was getting all the attention, all the love, and stuff like that. But like if 30-year-old adults, you wouldn't think people would still be like that, using people for an image or their influence or so on and so forth, and it not being genuine. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely is something that still exists, and I'm learning that with myself because I don't move like that. Doesn't mean other people don't. You know what I'm saying?
It just shows a type of growth because, like you said, when you're kids, when you're a child, you're still trying to find yourself. So you're like, oh, what kind of group do I fit into? That group looks like they're the funnest, so I want to be with them. But when you're an adult and you have your responsibilities and you have this, that, and that going on, like, that shouldn't matter to you. But so it just shows, like, what you ain't got going on because you're worried about that still.
And I'm glad we weren't like that. I'm glad we didn't see each other at the Freedom Experience and be like, that's tough. She be doing lit ass and then
You feel me?
It did not happen like that. And that's late. She be doing photo shoots. I'm gonna get it good with her so I can get some free content. You know what I'm saying? Like, it did not happen like that. It was just natural. It was organic. And, now we just put so many ideas out and it's able to work with each other and collect with each other. It's really lit.
It's like, why not? But it definitely wasn't like that. Like, that's what I was like, God really
And then we gonna cheers and get out of here. My little thing just couldn't survive.
I was trying.
No, you got this one together. Somebody's partying downstairs.
Oh, is it downstairs?
I think so. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna drink drop.
It's 109.
Yeah, like seriously.
I'm trying to ignore it, but if it land on me, I'm like,
I'm not smacking it to your face.
anyways.
I want to thank y'all all for watching. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you, ladies, for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
It was fun.
It was, especially with y'all. I feel like we just came on here and talked to me.
Swear, no for real.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
It be group chat.
The in-person be impersonating and everything.
Everything.
In person be in person. Your trips be tripping.
Right?